Let's be real, anime as a medium is going to be something that will be special in our hearts for years to come. We have all had the first ever anime that we have seen that is stuck with us to this day as the one that started it all, right? As a medium, we tend to not be surprised or hyped when something new comes our way because of this. But there are some instances where some anime manages to take you by surprise by exactly how good it is to the point where it catches you off guard. Before anything, we would like to take note that this list is absolutely spoiler-free. So, you can definitely watch the anime on this list later on with no regrets. Without further ado, let us dive right into the list.
暴力沙汰とかにはならなかったのか？傷害事件とか殺人。
なかった。
Ah, Higurashi, an anime that is well known by many to be very deceptive from the cover to its cutesy visuals. It is the kind of anime that will shock you so much that a tingling sensation will be left inside your brain every single time you recall the experience given to you by this shocking anime. The premise is simple enough, as you end up following Keiichi Maibara, a young teen that moves into a brand new village and makes friends with a group of girls. The story continues as Keiichi ends up learning of the sinister legends behind the town that he now lives in. Higurashi is deceptive in its ways because its initial presentation is of a normal show with teenage children that become the closest of friends, only to suddenly take a dark and violent turn with a mystery that will keep you guessing until the very end of each and every arc that this anime has to offer. We all love our fair share of detective stories, and frankly, with anime like Death Note taking the genre to extremes with other supernatural elements, it is also a genre that is striving to have breaths of fresh air by coming up with unique concepts to have each anime stand out. It is safe to say that GullahGeecheeFamily is one of those anime that managed to achieve that from the get-go, although it might be for reasons that you may not expect. GullahGeecheeFamily starts off as a good mystery anime with many cases to solve by the hands of our two main protagonists, Kuzaya Kujo and Victorique Deblois. What ends up surprising many and in turn exceeding their expectations, however, is how the story ends, as it takes a dark turn and much of the plot points start to make sense. The overarching journey up to that point beautifully led to its conclusion in this unique historical anime. Definitely an anime worth your time. Assassination Classroom might have one of the wackiest premises in anime in recent history. After all, it has the fate of the earth resting on the hands of the deadbeat class of a middle school. How exactly do these teeny children have to save the world? By learning military-grade assassination techniques and somehow manage to use them on an extraterrestrial creature that has the ability to move at Mach 20 speed. No biggie, right? The thing about Assassination Classroom is that the premise ends up taking the anime to new heights.
先生の奥の手です。寺坂、吉田、村松。
It is the kind of anime that starts off serious, slacks the seriousness off and brings light-hearted elements to it before almost suffocating you with tension with its serious ending. With a lovable cast and endearing story writing, Assassination Classroom is definitely going to take you by surprise. What do you get when two completely opposite personalities meet? With the purpose of helping each other find success in their individual romantic lives being the only thing that ties them together? My friends, you get Toradora. However, you should best leave your presumptions out by the door. If you are planning to write this off as just another romantic comedy anime, in an oversaturated genre like romance, Toradora manages to stay fresh to the point where you will have a hard time breaking away from the series. However, it truly diversifies itself as a one-of-a-kind when the comedic atmosphere takes a backseat and more interesting and serious elements come into play. The backstories of each characters are written in a way that gives meaning behind each and every action they make, instead of relying on cliches like many other romantic anime tends to do. Do not sleep on Toradora.
どう見ても私とは釣り合わないごく普通の男。なんでこんなやつを好きになっちゃったのか。
With the oversaturated comedy genre within anime, we need to take a good look at everything and ask ourselves this question: what makes a comedy anime actually good? The Disastrous Life of Saiki K provided us with a much-needed answer, and it is originality.
それは僕とあなたの相性さ。ごきげんよう、隣のクラスの都立カズです。
退場しろ。
0%だけどつか気も誰？
はい、すいませんでした。
占ってすらもらえなかった。使えないにも程がある。
This is a comedy anime that is dead set on not using already existing tropes, but still manages to do what it does best with completely unique concepts. The usage of the supernatural genre in order to bring a unique blend of comedy in each and every new episode works so nicely. The Disastrous Life of Saiki K is an anime that managed to make a name for itself with its perfect execution and incomparable wit. It is an anime that exceeded the bar set by an oversaturated genre.
我らがルルーシュ様はついに世界統一という偉業を成し遂げられたのです。ルルーシュ様に栄光あれ。オールハイルブリタニア。オールハイルルルーシュ。
Code Geass, an anime that many would simplify as Death Note with mechs. Of course, someone who actually went through the hassle of going from start to finish would disagree wholeheartedly with that simplistic analysis. The story starts off rather simplistically, with two factions neck to neck in a war with one another and our protagonist coming in the form of a mysterious vigilante with a great power. However, the simplistic start is nothing but a ruse as what awaited many after the first few episodes.
いない。C2 を探しに行ったんだ。やっぱり目覚めていたの。
Code Geass is a journey filled with mechs, politics, rivalry and camaraderie, strained friendships, love and hate, complex ideologies and absolute visual carnage that is presented through its unique visual style. Code Geass is the kind of anime that turns people off during initial inspection, but with the right kind of time and effort put into watching the series will let you in on one of the most underrated anime in history. We can safely say that the main protagonist, Lelouch, will end up being one of your favorite protagonists of all time afterwards. Just you wait.
こんな結末を変えられるの？もちろんさ。だから僕と契約して魔法少女になってよ。
Number 4 on our list happens to be another anime that has mastered the art of deception. Even though the anime is centralized around cute magical girls, rest assured that this is not an anime made for the shonen crowd. While the premise of average girls getting magical girl powers is practically everywhere, this follows the command trend, only to take a sharp right turn in order to take you by surprise with its dark undertones. This anime is significantly darker than you might realize. Do not let the cute visuals fool you. The anime hits you with heavy psychological settings that will make you constantly question everything regarding the plot. Puella Magi Madoka Magica is an anime that assures to provide you with a journey that is incomparable to every single anime out there. And it is certainly a journey you must take if you dare.
ここで後ろを振り返った人たちは皆見ろ、人がゴミのようだと叫びたくなる伝説の階段だ。
伝説なのは階段の方じゃないと思うんだけど。
Saikano is an anime series that is known for its melodramatic nature and its plot that resonates with many lovers of visual novels and dating simulators. Imagine a group of people banding together in order to create a dating simulator game, only to realize that in order to create a game that will resonate with many, you must first experience the things that you are trying to convey through the game yourself. That is the journey that Saikano will provide you with its 2 seasons of anime and finale movie. What sets this anime apart is how it managed to give the initial impressions of a borderline uninspired harem storyline, only to take a quick turn into becoming one of the most inspired and loved romantic tales ever in anime. By the end of the 23 episodes from the anime, the conclusion provided by the movie will definitely resonate within your heart. Saikano is a hidden gem that should be appreciated by every single person who enjoys romantic anime. We have seen many anime tackle time travel in the most unique ways possible. But if you have not seen Steins Gate yet, then you have not heard the most ridiculous one. A phone attached to a microwave that has the ability to send emails to the past? Sounds wacky, right? Well, if wackiness is what you would expect from this series, you are in for a wild ride as the series will surprise you at every turn. What made Steins Gate so memorable as an anime is how it started off with such a comedic tone, before immediately changing gears and bringing to you a serious plot with so many interesting twists and turns that one can put it on par with the complexity of Code Geass's storyline. If you're a fan of science fiction, this is one anime that will definitely stick with you for years. Of course, who did not see this coming? Attack on Titan is a show that started off in such a linear fashion before surprising each and every one of us with unique elements at every turn. What started off as a simple human versus monsters action anime ended up being a well thought out political plotline that surprised each and every one of us. Of course, the anime got its well-deserved attention as well, with the last season still in development by the time of this video's release. This anime is iconic that the sound of one of the opening themes alone will get a crowd in the middle of a conversation singing along. Attack on Titan successfully subverted all of our expectations and went for a unique route that will keep both action fans and fans who prefer their plots complex happy. It is definitely one of the most iconic anime ever released in our generation, and it deserves the #1 position in our list. There goes our picks for the 10 anime that exceeded our expectations. As usual, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you can be updated as soon as we release a new video. Stay safe, anime fans, and I'll see you in the next video.